welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY project, so I hope you join me. If you're seeing this part, you're probably catching the replay, so hashtag replay, let me know you stopped by. I am just going to find this so I can share it into my VIP group and then also see comments. But when you hop on, say hello, let me know you are there. And if you're watching the replay later, you can fast forward through this part to the actual project. All right, let me bring this up so I can see comments. When you hop on, say hello so I know you are there. Let me know how your day is going. I'm gonna stick this over here so I can see the comments. We're going to do two projects today. We are going to ink a shirt, and we are also going to use this beautiful fall harvest pattern. This is actually one of the transfers you can get for free if you host a workshop, and it is beautiful. I'm definitely going to make some pillows with this one, but today we're just going to do a chalkboard sign with this one. Hi, Amy. It's storming. Well, I hope you stay safe. It can't decide what it wants to do here today. It was cloudy, then it was sunny, then it was thundering, then it was dark clouds, and I don't know. I tried to go in the hot tub and I couldn't. All right, so we are going to start by inking a shirt. We are going to use Silly Goose on the Loose. This is so cute. And so we are gonna put the ink mat in there. No keyword today, but I did put the link to everything we're using in the description above in case you want to go check it out. But make sure you heart this video, share it if you can, and comment. So these shirts I get at Hobby Lobby, they are super cheap. It's just a Gildan shirt. And it says that it was $4.27, but I believe that you get like 20 or 30% off even that price. So these shirts are very affordable. These are the 100% cotton, I believe. Yes. And so I'm just going to use this black one. I wish I had a cute color, but all I had left was black. And I'm going to put my ink mat on the inside. And this is just going to hold my shirt in place, but also so the ink will not go through to the back. So I'm just going to stick it in there. We do have a smaller ink mat, however, it is actually out of stock right now. So I'm using the 18 or the 16 by 16, 18 by 18 one. Let me make sure. All right, so something I have seen a lot lately, and I want to give you guys a couple tips on this. So I put my ink mat in there, and what you want to do is you don't want to stretch your shirt. You just want to put it in there just like this, and then you just want to smooth it out. Okay, you don't want to stretch it because one thing that I have seen lately is people want to say they did white on their shirt and they want to go over it a second time, or they did a color and they didn't really like it and they want to go over it, and they figured they would just wash their transfer and go back over it. Well, if you stretch this shirt out, if you I'll show you. If you go like this and you stretch it like this and you push it down, you are stretching your shirt beyond where it's supposed to be. And so if you try to line this back up, it is not going to fit right because you stretched your shirt. Hopefully that makes sense. So you just want to put your ink mat in there, and you just want your shirt to just fall in place, okay? So don't stretch it, just smooth it out. If there's any little bumps, just smooth it out, but do not stretch it. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. But I have even seen that in a couple of our chalk Facebook groups. The people are like, I tried to put my transfer back down and realign it to go over it in a different color and it wouldn't line up. That is because you stretched your shirt. All right, so when you ink, you do not want to fuzz. You just want to put it right on your shirt. And usually what I do is I usually take 3 fingers and go down from the collar. And that's where I put my design. All right, I don't know if I'm seeing, I see a comment, but I don't know if that's the only one. So if you guys can see me and hear me, comment so I know you are there and that you can hear and see me. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here and I'm just gonna line it up with the collar. You can put it on the shirt wherever you want. Like I said, I'm gonna do like 3 fingers down and try to make sure, I'm not gonna push it down until I get it exactly where I want it. Hi Lori, how are you today? Okay, so I'm just sort of gonna see here. I wanna make sure, I'm just gonna go to the edge, so that's, okay, so that is, I'm gonna move it over just a little. Hi Linda, you're hearing me? Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna measure from the edge to the stitching on the arm. And that is 5.5 both ways. So I've got it where I want it. So I just wanna make sure that it is straight. All right, so now I'm just gonna push it down. Hi Samara, hi Melanie. Oh my goodness, that is hot. All right, so I wanna make sure this is down really, really good because I don't want any bleeds. So push it down, it's sticky. And then I always go over it with my squeegee. Make sure there's no air bubbles, it's down really good. And we are going to use Nominee on this. And I'm gonna use the backer sheet just to cover up so I don't accidentally get ink anywhere. And I'm gonna use Nominee. You could use any color, you could use multiple colors. Nominee is my favorite in ink and chalk. So I am going to use this. So if you want to use, this Nominee is very thin. I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit with my squeegee. So you can actually use this same transfer with ink or chalk. You don't have to have separate transfers. So if I wanted to make a chalkboard sign with this tomorrow, I could. The only thing when you're using ink, hi Pat, is you have to wash the transfer immediately because this is permanent. You don't want it to dry in the silkscreen. And then I always start at the top, work my way down. I don't press too hard because I don't want to push this thin ink up underneath the transfer. And then I just go over it a couple times. You could use your placement tape to tape off the edges of this transfer if you're afraid you might hit the edges and go over. But I just like to go over it a couple times because I do push so lightly. I want to make sure that I get enough on there. And then when you pull it up, if you see a spot you miss, you can just lay it back down and go over that spot again. Or like I said, you can wash it and then go over it. Or not wash it, well, wash the transfer and then dry it and put it back down. The only thing is, if you have stretched your shirt, you are not gonna get it to line up completely. So it's just up to you. All right, so you can see I've gone over it a couple times and now I'm just gonna go over it one more time. And so this ink is permanent once you heat set it with your iron or a heat press. And so now I'm just gonna squeegee off all of the rest. So I'm gonna squeegee it off, put it back into the jar. So especially with ink, you wanna squeegee it off because You need this to be completely smooth. If you leave a bunch of ink on there, it's not gonna dry like it should. It's going to be like sticky. So you always wanna make sure you squeegee it off really, really good. But it also makes the design nice and smooth and consistent. And then I just put this in my water, cover it up. And then I always check my fingers, because if I touch my shirt and I have anything on me, it's gonna get all over. So I always check them. And then I'm just gonna pull like straight up. And then if I did see a spot that I missed, what I would do when I'm pulling it up like this is so cute. I would just lay it back down and then go over it very gently with my squeegee. But this is so stinking cute. So this says Silly Goose on the loose. It has to go immediately into the water because we have to wash it. We're not going to heat set this, but we are going to do another project. We'll heat set this the next time when it's dry. Well, look at how cute that is. Silly Goose on the loose. I think it is so cute. I have seen t-shirts made with this. I have seen bags made with this. I've seen regular signs made with this. It is super cute. So let me know what you think of that. I love it, and I love the nominee. It is definitely my favorite. All right, so we're gonna put this over here, and then we are gonna wash this transfer. And then, like I said, I did not do a keyword today, so I just put the link to my DIY website in the comments, or in the description above. And so you can click on that link, check out my website. It doesn't obligate you to buy. If you want any of today's supplies, you can add them to your cart. Hi, Margie. So I'm just washing this off with my board eraser and just water. I use like lukewarm water. I find that it comes off better with lukewarm, especially if you have a chalk project that you let the transfer dry. But I never would use hot water, because that could actually dissolve the stick on the back. And these stay sticky. They're guaranteed 8 to 12 times, so you can use them over and over. And you just want to make sure you get all the ink or chalk out of the silk screen. You just leave it sticky side up to dry. Once it's dry, you just put the white side on the sticky part and you're done, you guys. It is that simple. So I'm going to switch these out really quick. I'm gonna wipe up. I got some water all over. Just curious if anyone crafted. Did anyone do any crafting today? So we are going to use this beaded round. It's a chalkboard, so it's reusable. I'm actually going to use the white side, but you could use the black side. You just switch it. So we are going to use this harvest pattern. I'm definitely going to make some pillowcases out of this. I love this design. This is one that you can get for free. You can get 3 transfers for free if you host a workshop in your home. If you are not close to me and you want to host a workshop, I can get you all the stuff and you can host and show your friends how to do it, and you can still get this for free. I just wouldn't be there unless you wanted to do it by Zoom. All right, so I'm going to get this out. And I'm actually going to use 2 fuzzing cloths, because this is a bigger one. So this is a 18 by 18 transfer. And I always use 2 fuzzing cloths when I use this big one. And then I just pull it off like this so I don't get it stuck on itself. And so I'm going to take the chalkboard part out, and we're going to put it on. So obviously this is a square transfer, and I'm putting it on a round surface, so it's not going to get the whole transfer, but that is okay. We do have palette signs. If you want to do this on wood, We have a palette sign, an 18 by 18 palette sign that you could put this on. I know I have some of the older chalkboards from Chalk. That was an 18 by 18. All right, so I'm just fuzzing this a couple times. And there's actually a lot of silk screen, so that is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this out. And I was working on Christmas in July stuff earlier for next week. I'm so excited about that. So, Margie, this is my favorite transfer from this collection, I think. I don't know, I like so many of them. It's so hard, but I really, really love this one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to only remove half of this. And then I'm gonna stick it down. And then I'm gonna fold this over and peel this off. This is the easiest way I have found to use these bigger transfers so you don't get it stuck on itself. Now in this one, because it's a little bit bigger, I didn't have to like be super careful of where I was placing it because basically I wanted the pumpkins. Anything else, it doesn't really matter. So if you want it in a particular spot, then obviously you would just be a little more careful of where you're placing it, especially if you're putting it on like an actual 18 by 18 surface. All right, so I'm pushing it down really good. And I want to show you guys really quick a few of the transfers. I just grabbed these really quick. They are going to be in the VIP group next week for Christmas in July. I could also offer them here, but if I offer them here on this public page, I have to do retail. In my VIP, I can do discounts. I understand that dilemma, Margie. I am the same way. I have so many transfers that I have not used. And so I'm trying not to buy every single one every time. So I just want to show you a couple of the ones that I'm going to be offering in my VIP group next week. I got some minis. I got these cute little cozy critters, naughty nice, our snowman. And I do have, here's Happy Hanukkah, here is stained glass nativity. So these will be posted in my VIP group for next week with a discount. Here's some ornament ones. And then I do have, like, most of these are retired. You're not going to find them on the website. So this is just some of them. I do have bigger sizes as well. But I just wanted to show you guys those. Okay, so, hi Johanna, how are you? All right, we are going to use Shimmer Harvest. I was gonna use Nominee, but I didn't think I had enough Nominee left to do this. So I'm gonna do it in Shimmer Harvest. This is an older color, but it's still available. You could absolutely do this in all different colors. These bigger ones like this, I just like all one color, but you can absolutely do it any way you would like. Hi Lori, how are you today? Okay, so I'm gonna put a lot on here. So this is Shimmer Harvest, and I haven't used this one in a long time, so I put some water in it and thinned it out, and you guys can see it worked really well. And I don't like to start exactly at the edge because I don't want too much paste to go over the side and get wasted, because then you can't really like squeegee it off. So I start more away from it, like an inch or two away from the side, and then just spread it all over. But I cannot wait. We are definitely going to make pillows out of these. I have pillowcases under surfaces on my DIY website you guys can check out that fit this size perfectly. All right, so I'm just squeegeeing off as I go. And these shimmers, they actually, they take a little bit longer to dry than our matte paste. So I'm not doing chalk and pull. But if you are newer to chalking and you're a little afraid it might dry on you, you absolutely could do chalk and pull. And I would just start at the top and work your way down if you do chalk and pull. All right, almost done. All right. Hi Carolyn, how are you today? All right, so I'm just making sure it is all squeegeed off so it's nice and smooth and I don't waste any. So these bigger transfers, I have a deep cookie sheet, and so I put them in the cookie sheet and wash them, or one of those like under the bed, like Rubbermaids that are pretty deep. I also use like that, or you can also put it in your bathtub, you guys. Oh, look at how pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna lay it on the backer sheets till I wash it. And we're gonna dry this and put it back in the frame. And one thing I like about this is I will probably coordinate everything I do with this transfer. I will probably coordinate it with the same color paste and ink. So like if I do pillowcases, I will probably try to coordinate everything so it all matches throughout my house for the holidays. This one also matches this one over here, and this one over here is one you can also get for free for hosting a workshop. All right, so I just need to make sure it's completely dry so we can put it back in the frame. Chris, I think someone's at the door. Sorry, you guys. Tucker, stop. Tucker, stop. I think someone's at the door. Salesperson or what? Tucker, no.
I'm good.
Sorry, you guys.
I bet, man. I bet. Good, how are you?
All right, it's almost dry. I just smeared it right there. Hi, Jane. Thank you for sprinkling. Like I said, these take a little bit longer to dry. Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. So this is a double-sided, so you could use the black side or the white side. Hi Jean, how are you? Welcome. Isn't it so pretty? I'm so tan. Well, I would have been tanner if the sun would have cooperated today. Look at how pretty this is. I love this pattern. Let me know what you guys think. So this was Shimmer Harvest. Shimmer Harvest. I did want to use Nominee, so you guys could see the difference. Nominee, Shimmer Harvest. I didn't have enough of this, so that's why I chose this one. But I think it is so pretty. So pretty, you guys. Love these.
You too.
And then I just wanted to show you, if you just hopped on, We made this shirt at the beginning, so you can go watch the replay if you missed it, Silly Goose on the Loose. We used Nominee, my favorite, and the next time we're live, we'll heat set this. I'm going to let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow we will heat set it. This one is super cute. I love it. Isn't it cute? Thank you guys. You're so sweet and nice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I put in the description above, I put the cart link to get to my website. That will take you to my website. You're not obligated to purchase, but you can look around. You can check out our club. You could check out our Perks Members Program where you can save 30% on your orders all the time. And I do have a special, if you're in my VIP group and you become a Perks member, I do have a special for you this month. But I will see you guys tomorrow with another DIY, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.